Charles Dickens, beloved author, social critic, family man. Known for his vivid storytelling and keen observations of society, Dickens was a man of many talents and complexities. His works have stood the test of time, continuing to enchant readers across generations. His novels, full of vibrant characters and gripping plots, captivated Victorian England. From the bustling streets of London to the quiet countryside, his stories resonated with people from all walks of life. Titles like Oliver Twist, Great Expectations, and A Tale of Two Cities became household names, reflecting the struggles and triumphs of the era. But behind the facade of the celebrated writer lay a secret, a hidden love story that could have shattered his public image. This clandestine affair was not just a fleeting romance, but a deep, passionate connection that defied the norms of Victorian society. It was a story that, if revealed, could have altered the course of his career and personal life. This is the story of Charles Dickens and Ellen Ternan, a love affair shrouded in mystery and intrigue. Ellen Ternan, a young actress with a promising career, became the object of Dickens' affection. Their relationship was one of both profound love and immense secrecy, a bond that would remain hidden from the public eye for many years. Dickens, in his 40s, was at the height of his fame. He was a literary giant, celebrated for his contributions to literature and his ability to capture the human condition. His public appearances drew large crowds, and his readings were events of great anticipation and excitement. He had a wife, Catherine, and 10 children. The Dickens household was bustling and lively, filled with the sounds of children playing and the constant activity of a large family. Catherine, his wife, was a devoted mother and partner, supporting Dickens in his literary endeavors. His public persona was one of a devoted husband and father. To the outside world, Dickens appeared to be the epitome of Victorian family values, a man who balanced his professional success with a strong commitment to his family. He was often seen as a role model, embodying the ideals of the time. Yet beneath the surface, Dickens felt trapped, his marriage a source of growing discontent. The pressures of his public life and the strains of his personal relationships began to take a toll on him. He found himself increasingly at odds with Catherine, their once strong bond now fraying under the weight of unmet expectations and unspoken grievances. He yearned for something more, a love that ignited his soul. Dickens longed for a connection that went beyond the superficial, a relationship that would fulfill his emotional and intellectual needs. This yearning became a driving force in his life, influencing his actions and decisions in ways that would have lasting repercussions. Little did he know that love would soon enter his life in the form of a young actress named Ellen Ternan. Ellen was not just a talented performer, but also a woman of intelligence and charm. Her presence brought a new sense of vitality and excitement to Dickens's life, offering him the emotional connection he so desperately craved. Their meeting marked the beginning of a complex and deeply affecting relationship, one that would remain a closely guarded secret for years to come. Ellen Ternan, a beautiful and talented actress, was just 19 when she met Dickens. Born into a family deeply entrenched in the world of theatre, Ellen had been performing on stage from a very young age. Her mother, Frances Ternan, was a well-known actress, and her sisters, Maria and Fanny, were also part of the theatrical world. The Ternan family was a close-knit unit, traveling from one performance to another, living a life that was both glamorous and challenging. She came from a family of theatrical performers. The Ternans were known for their dedication to the craft, often performing in small provincial theatres as well as larger, more prestigious venues. Ellen's upbringing was steeped in the traditions of the stage, and she quickly learned the nuances of performance, the importance of timing, and the ability to captivate an audience. The stage was her world, a world far removed from the literary circles Dickens frequented. While Dickens was immersed in the world of words, crafting stories that would captivate readers for generations, Ellen was mastering the art of bringing characters to life on stage. The theatre was a place of magic and transformation where reality could be suspended, and Ellen thrived in this environment. Their paths crossed in 1857 when Dickens, a passionate patron of the arts, saw Ellen perform in a play. Dickens, already a celebrated author, was known for his love of the theatre. He often attended performances, finding inspiration in the dramatic portrayals and the emotional depth of the actors. On that fateful evening, as he watched Ellen on stage, he was struck by her presence, her ability to convey complex emotions with such ease. He was immediately smitten by her beauty, her grace, and her undeniable talent. Ellen's performance left a lasting impression on Dickens, and he found himself drawn to her in a way he had not experienced before. Her youth and vitality were a stark contrast to his own life, which was filled with the pressures of fame and the responsibilities of a large family. Dickens, a man of great charisma and charm, was drawn to Ellen's youthful energy. Despite the difference in their ages, there was an undeniable connection between them. Dickens was captivated by Ellen's spirit, her passion for the theatre, and her ability to bring characters to life in a way that resonated deeply with him. He saw in her a kindred spirit, someone who understood the power of storytelling and the complexities of human emotion. Dickens, who had spent his life exploring the human condition through his writing, found in Ellen a muse who could inspire him in new and unexpected ways. Their conversations were filled with discussions about literature, theatre, and the nature of creativity. Ellen, in turn, was captivated by Dickens's intellect, his wit, and his undeniable aura of greatness. She admired his ability to weave intricate tales that touched the hearts of so many. For Ellen, Dickens represented a world of intellectual and artistic achievement that she aspired to be a part of. Their relationship was not just one of physical attraction, but also a meeting of minds and souls. Their connection was immediate, electric, a spark that would soon ignite into a passionate affair. Despite the societal norms and the potential scandal, they could not deny the powerful bond that had formed between them. Their relationship would go on to influence both their lives in profound ways, leaving an indelible mark on the history of literature and theatre. Their relationship began slowly, cautiously, in the midst of the bustling Victorian era where societal norms were rigid and unforgiving. Their connection was a delicate dance of stolen glances and whispered words. Each encounter was a step into the unknown, a risk that could unravel their lives. Charles Dickens was not just any man, he was a towering figure in the literary world, a public icon whose every move was scrutinized by society. His works were celebrated, his opinions valued, and his presence commanded attention wherever he went. The weight of his fame was a double-edged sword, offering both adulation and relentless scrutiny. An affair with a young actress, Ellen Ternan, could ruin him. It wasn't just his reputation at stake, it was his entire life's work, his standing in society, and the well-being of his family. The Victorian era was unforgiving to those who strayed from its moral codes, and a scandal of this magnitude could devastate not only Dickens, but also those he held dear. Yet the pull between them was too strong to resist. Their connection was undeniable, a magnetic force that drew them together despite the risks. In Ellen, Dickens found a muse, a confidant, and a kindred spirit. Their moments together were filled with an intensity that neither had experienced before, a passion that defied the constraints of their world. They began meeting in secret, stealing moments away from prying eyes. Each rendezvous was a carefully orchestrated affair, shrouded in secrecy and subterfuge. They met in dimly lit rooms, hidden corners of the city, and secluded gardens, places where they could be themselves, if only for a fleeting moment. Dickens rented a house for Ellen, a love nest hidden from the world. This cottage became their sanctuary, a place where they could escape the pressures of their public lives and indulge in their private passions. It was a haven of tranquility, a world away from the prying eyes and judgmental whispers of society. He showered her with gifts, tokens of his affection. Each gift was a symbol of his love, a tangible expression of the emotions he could not openly declare. From delicate jewelry to rare books, each item was chosen with care, a testament to the depth of his feelings for her. Love letters were exchanged, filled with longing and desire. These letters were their lifeline, a way to stay connected when they were apart. Each word was imbued with emotion, a reflection of their innermost thoughts and feelings. The letters spoke of dreams and desires, of a future they could only imagine in the privacy of their correspondence. Their affair became an open secret among their close circle, a silent understanding of the forbidden love that consumed them. Friends and acquaintances whispered behind closed doors, aware of the delicate balance Dickens was trying to maintain. The affair was a topic of hushed conversations, a scandal that simmered just beneath the surface of their social interactions. Dickens, torn between his love for Ellen and his obligations to his family, lived a double life, the weight of his secret growing heavier with each passing day. The strain of maintaining this facade took its toll, leaving him constantly on edge, always looking over his shoulder. His public persona was that of a devoted family man and celebrated author, but behind closed doors, he grappled with the complexities of his emotions and the consequences of his actions. The love that brought him so much joy also brought an equal measure of turmoil, a constant reminder of the price of his passion.